Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you guys are here. I got a little experience for you, a little video for you right now. I want to thank you guys just for tuning in. Been doing this for a little while, trying to really get into myself, get into my energy, get into doing these videos better. And I do feel like they're really starting to come along. On today's video, I'm not even gonna tell you what we're gonna talk about. We're just gonna talk about it. Out here in this beautiful, beautiful place. There's like a little land bridge path right here. There's a lake on this side. There's a lake on this side. Look at that. Feeling good right now, just kind of relaxing, trying to be myself more. A big thing I've been thinking about recently is just the idea of not caring so much. Just honestly, like that in its like biggest and fullest sense of itself. Something that I just notice I do a lot is I just care too much. Like, it sounds really insensitive. Like, I feel that sounds insensitive to say that, but I do notice I still care too much about other people. Not in a bad way. Like, I feel like I want to be given. Like, I want to help people out. That's what I'm here even trying to do with these videos. But I feel like I still care too much about other people. Everything I learned about what they think about me, how I'm making them feel, if they like me or not, how long we're getting it well, you know, trying to keep them calm, trying to keep them happy. And it's like, Julian actually said, Julian himself, he said that you're just not meant to get along with everybody. And it hit me. It's like, you know, it's true. It's like, as he says, like, we're not all the same. We're not all going to be the same. We don't all have like the same goals or aspiration or mission or dream. We don't all like the same things, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it becomes a concern when you're doing it and you don't even realize you're doing it, really. Because like I said, I've made these videos for a while, and beyond making these videos, I've watched things about this, I've studied this, I've learned this, have all these ideas in my head, and like, you know, time and work actually put into not caring what people think of me, so I can be more self-confident, so I can be more myself, so I don't have to be so scared all the time or afraid of things, you know, really just so I can just be myself and be happy. It's like, I realized I still do it so much. I tried this at work. It was really interesting when I did this. I was just looking at random people in the store, random people, and I would just sort of not like think about them, like what is my thoughts about them, because that's like the kind of obvious one. It's like, what do you think about that person? But I was like, how does that person make me feel? Like, I kind of just came into my chest, and I tried to focus on inside my chest and my heart and in my stomach. I was like, what's going on in here? What's going on down here? And I noticed I had like obviously you have your thought reactions to other people, but I had like a deep-rooted emotional reaction to people that I didn't even realize was there. Like, I'm over here thinking that I was just cleared of that and it was gone, but I noticed like deep in my chest is like, it almost sounds like it's almost like I'm still a little prejudice. Can't remember the word. Where it's like you almost like you have a judgment of somebody. Yeah, better I just explain. It's almost like you had a judgment about somebody, what they would be like before you even met them. And I feel like I've moved beyond that, because I'm still like, sometimes it just happens impulsively. Like, humans can't help it but to have a reaction to people sometimes. But I move on to it, and it's like, I let people be whoever they want to be, however they want to be, and I'm completely open to them, you know, being basically whoever they are, and just me being okay with it, and me not trying to put my ways onto them, in a sense. You know, and I say that in a sense because I might be like, oh, I want to help inspire you and motivate. Like, I like to do that with people, or like, you know, open your eyes, brighten your day. But I'm not like trying to tell you how to live your life, in a sense, where it's like, I don't care your race, your status, your gender, your what are the big ones? They say, you notice age is something people really pick up easily. Race and gender, those are the really biggest ones. Yeah, those are actually the three biggest ones. They notice that like a baby can actually like pick up instinctually, and it's like people do this without even like realizing, like it just kind of like happens. They did like a study on this. So it's kind of like I'm open to them being whoever they want either way, even with my reactions. But I did notice I still like had a reaction, not like a racist reaction or a gender specific reaction or an age resistant reaction, but I still had a reaction that was sort of like, I met people who look like this person, and then you know there's like a thought where it's almost like you think maybe you know what that person might be like because you met people like them, and maybe there are times that people look like them or exactly like them. No, I don't mean that in any kind of way, but it's like it could be like if someone has like an angry grin on his face, then you've obviously met other angry people, and you know he's gonna be angry too. Like just like little things like that we can like pick up like subconsciously and subliminally without even realizing. So I realized that I was still having an emotional reaction to people, even if I wasn't thinking about anything. Like there was still kind of in there in my chest. What I was really trying to get into this video is that I realized so much by actually trying to experience it, how much I still cared about what other people thought of me, how much I was still concerned about it. Like I care for people, like in the sense where I want to be given, I want to help people out, I want to do everything I can do for people, but I noticed I'm still too concerned about what they think about me, how they feel about me, and how I'm directly making them feel. And I'm bringing this up because it's emotionally draining, it's energetically draining, it keeps you from being yourself, because then you feel like you have to put on a face for somebody, and like that doesn't mean that you can't still be nice. Like you can try to be nice, but still trying to be nice while being yourself in a sense. Not like you're trying to be nice, like you're trying to fit in for this person, and you're trying to be the kind of person that they want to be, where you're going too far. You know, maybe you're doing things you wouldn't normally do, but you don't want to make that person feel bad. A lot of people might not have to deal with issues like this, but I guess it's one of the things I have to deal with almost like at times where it's like I want to be too giving, I want to give too much, like, and it's like I gotta hold myself back, and it's like because I want to just do everything I can at times. It's good for me too. Like it could even be selfish about that. Like I made a video once how to be giving and be selfish, because you can feel better to give. It can be good to give. It could be rewarding to give. I feel like it puts good energy in my life, and at the same time I want to help people, but it's like I can't always go that extra mile. I can't always do that extra thing. You know, we all have our own lives to live. We all have other things we got to do, and you got to be sort of choositive about where you're putting all your time and energy into, because you're not going to be able to focus, or at least, you know, yeah, that's it. You're not going to be able to focus on the things you really want out of life. Like if you're like, I mean, I right now, no offense to anyone, but I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, I would like to go hang out with friends, but if I were to do that, I wouldn't be spending time with my family. That's the thing I need to do. And then I'm also with trying to balance work and family too, just to like give real like pragmatic ways where this like applies, where you have to watch where you're putting your time and energy and not giving it to other people unnecessarily. I'm trying to balance YouTube, work, and my family life, because I want to spend time and energy on all those things, and I don't want any of them to suffer. But it's like, imagine you're trying to do that, and then while I'm doing it, I'm worried about what everybody thinks about me. I'm just worried about what the YouTube community thinks about me. I'm worried about at work what my boss thinks about me. I'm worried about when I get home what my family thinks about me, and I'm just all stressed out. I'm all feel excited. I'm caring. I'm concerned too much. And then when I go to approach it, when I go to engage them, when I go to be with them, then I'm gonna come from that place where it's like I'm concerned about them and I want to make them feel good. And it's like when I'm coming from a place where I'm trying to force it, instead of I'm just comfortable with myself, I'm authentically happy, I'm not gonna be able to do it as well as I should. I feel it even coming on right now, where there's a person walking, so it's like I'm trying to move a little bit backwards so I don't have to worry about running into them and them running into my video. It's like I'm concerned about the person for no reason. It's just like now I feel like I'm getting nervous, I'm going more in my head, I'm thinking too much. But what I'm trying to end this video on is like, now I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to balance all these different things, all these different activities, all these different places, all these different people. And it's like if you put too much time and energy into any one thing, you're not going to be able to focus on. Hey, hold up. It just happened right now. I just did it. Like this happens to me sometimes in my videos, where it's like I'm trying to talk about this thing, and then I start thinking about it a lot. Then I actually go there, and then there's a guy walking by, and I get nervous. You know, my girlfriend's on the side over there, and I'm starting to get close to her, and then I'm worried like she hears what I'm saying. It's like what's really going on in my mind. is I'm worried about what those people are going to think about me standing here, about me making this video, about me just expressing about myself, about what I'm gonna say, how they're gonna react to it, how they're gonna respond to it. And I even see it like when I'm putting a video up, I'm like worried what people are gonna think about it. Like I guess I'm in a sense, I'm okay with negative comments. At the same time, it's kind of hard to not be concerned about it, I see. As I'm really trying to say too, is I'm trying to balance my YouTube life, my work life, and my family life and friend life, and it's like I gotta focus on something. I gotta pick something. I can't just be all over the place so much. If I don't focus, I'm not gonna get anything done. And this video is kind of even be an example of it. I suppose maybe I was building up to a point, and then you literally see it. I lost my focus, and then what happened? I drew a blank slate in my mind. I had to literally pause the video and come back in and read and put it back together, because it was all because I was worried about what that guy would think about me, what my girlfriend would think about me. I was just worried about people, and then I wasn't able to be here. I wasn't able to do this and focus, and that's what I wanted to end the video on, is like if you are coming from that place where you're worried about other people, what they think about you, in any sense of it whatsoever, if you're concerned about how you're making them feel, it's not going to let you actually be there in the moment with them, if you will. Try to focus on them, try to engage with them, and actually be able to give them the best of you. You're not going to be able to give them that happy side, that friendly side, that fun side, that side of them that you want to give to them. Or to your work, you're not going to be able to give your full work self, your hardest worker self, if you're too busy wasting your mental energy thinking about what other people think about you for this video, but really just about anything. Like I'm trying to get to a point where it's like I just care the least. Like I want to live my life where I'm like, what would I think right now if I was a billionaire? What would I do? Would I be worried about this problem I'm worried about? It's like most of the time, no, I probably wouldn't be whatsoever. But it's a problem now because I'm worried about money, or I'm worried about what other people are gonna think. I'm trying to move to a place, as I'm saying, where I just don't care anymore. But with the understanding that means that now when I'm actually there with them, I can give them my fullest self. This video is a perfect example. If I wasn't concerned about what other people thought about it, I would have been able to stay in that shot. I would have been able to stay focused, and I would have been able to give my all to this video. Same thing with work, same thing with family, same thing with friends. If you're too worried about what they're gonna think about you, you're not gonna be able to be your best self anyway. You're gonna give yourself more problems, because then you might get into an argument, you might get into a fight because you're tired, you're stressed out, and you're upset because you're just worrying about something, anything. It's a weight, it's an anchor, it drags you down. It's not good for you to be worried about anything, honestly. I want to live my life carefree, just happy all the time, not worried about anything. That's my ultimate goal. What's yours? Is it not something similar in the end? Why do you want to accomplish whatever goals you have? Because in my mind, I feel like I'm looking for peace of mind. Maybe you're looking like for happiness and fulfillment, but no reason you can't have that now.